What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video of 30 days of wholesaling houses. If this happens to be the first video that you are on my channel, I highly recommend that you start in day one of our 30 days of wholesaling houses. You can find the playlist in my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed, check out the playlist and start in day one. Again, my intention is to show you guys for free how to flip houses in your area. And today's day 9. I'm excited to keep going along the learning process to show you step by step how you can make $10, $15, $20, $30,000 a month by wholesaling houses. Now, for those that have never seen me or don't know who I am, my name is Saenz. I'm a 23-year-old real estate entrepreneur. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona. Started my real estate journey at the age of 18 with not a single dollar to my name. And over the last few years, I've wholesaled and flipped a few hundred homes using these same techniques and strategies that I'm showing you guys in these 30 days of wholesaling houses. I'm really excited to bring you along the journey. Without further ado, let's dive into day 9. Let's go. Guys, so for today's video, today's lesson is going to be about bandit signs. Now for those that don't know or aren't familiar with bandit signs are the signs on the street corners that you see that say normally say "We buy houses." Now, bandit signs is a marketing strategy in real estate that is actually very effective and very cost effective. This is probably going to be your number one strategy if you're on a budget, especially when starting off in real estate. Now, there's two types of bandit signs. The number one type is a printed bandit sign. This is where you purchase bandit signs for normally a print shop or an online print shop, which I'm going to be recommending here in a few. But a printed sign simply looks like this, and it is actually very effective because it's clean, it looks professional, and people can read it without having to guess what number or what message is on the sign. The second type of bandit sign is a handwritten bandit sign. This is normally when you get a sign and then you actually write it. Now, I don't know about you guys, this was actually my bandit sign right here that I wrote, and my handwriting's pretty ugly. However, it worked, and that should really encourage you because no matter how bad your writing is, as long as they can see the number and the message, it will work. Now, the service that I recommend that I used when I first started is going to be called dirtcheapsigns.com. It is an online sign print shop where you can go in, customize your order, look at different templates. You can put your number on the one that you want to use on your sign, and they ship it right to your door, and then you can go out and put them out in your area. Now, Dirt Cheap Signs is not the cheapest route. However, it is the most time effective and normally the quickest way that you can get bandit signs to start your real estate business. Normally, for your first order, I recommend you at least order anywhere from 200 to 300 signs and keep it consistent. Like for me personally, I had to put out over 500 bandit signs to get my first deal. And then you have like my buddy Jalen White, who put out 25 bandit signs, and in only 25 signs, he made over $50,000 in real estate wholesale deals. So again, it just really depends on the roll of the dice. However, bandit signs are actually a very consistent way to get leads and a really good way to start your real estate business. Now, aside from dirtcheapsigns.com, I highly recommend that you call a local sign maker in your area. You can go on Google and search local print shops, local sign shop, and you can actually call them directly and ask them, hey, do you guys do any real estate signs? And they'll ask you, what kind of message you want on there, and just say, hey, I'm not looking for anything crazy. I just wanted to say we buy houses, cash, my number below. So that is the message that you can put on your sign. If you go to dirtcheapsigns.com and click under real estate signs, you have a ton of concepts and different styles that you can choose from. So you can go to dirtcheapsigns.com, check out which template that you like. I normally just recommend to go with the basic we buy houses, cash, any condition, your number below. But you can check out the styles on dirtcheapsigns.com, and then you can call the local print shops, which are normally going to be way cheaper than dirtcheapsigns.com. You can choose a style, and then you can say, hey, this is the type of sign that I want, and then they can either print them or they don't. However, if you call a few print shops, I guarantee you that you'll find somebody that can do these signs for a significant discount than you will find on dirtcheapsigns.com. Guys, typical cost is actually something that you should write down. Typical cost for a bandit sign, including an H stake. An H stake stake is a piece of metal that looks like an H that you put into the ground, and then the sign goes directly above it. However, the cost that you should typically be looking for is anywhere from $1.50 to $3 per sign. So if you order 100 signs with the H stakes, you typically will be paying anywhere from $150 to $300. Just depends on your area. I know the more that you order, the cheaper it is. I know sometimes for us, we've bought 1,000 at a time, so then we just pay the $1.50 or almost $1.40. Again, you can negotiate with these local print shops depending on the quantity that you want and how fast they do them for you. Now, before we move on to the next tips and tricks when it comes to Bandit signs, I just want to be very clear, guys. I'm giving you guys step-by-step information. However, the laws vary in every single state. Sometimes Bandit signs can be illegal in your city. Look, I'm not saying you're going to go to jail or not. However, I'm not an attorney, and I advise that you seek legal counsel before doing anything. I am not held liable. But I will say this, most real estate investors, real estate wholesalers that start have put Bandit signs. For me, the worst that has happened is I got a fine of about $200 here in Phoenix. However, that was all I got. It was just a fine. For different cities and states have different regulations, so I would be completely cautious of that. So moving on, for the size that I recommend, I don't recommend an 18 by 24, which is your typical size. I recommend a 12 by 18. Sometimes they're 12 by 17, but I recommend a 12 by 18 because it's literally the perfect size for a street corner. It's not too big. Bigger signs normally get taken down faster because they just are more noticeable. So again, bigger sign doesn't always mean a better sign. So 12 by 18 is the way to go. Tip number 4, guys, focus on lower end areas. I'm not saying go put them in the absolute hood. And if you do, make sure that you do it during the daylight. Don't go out and put Bandit signs in your super rich neighborhoods. Put them in your medium to lower middle class areas, and always go with somebody, especially if you go at night. I highly recommend that you go early morning. That's the best times to really go. But always go with a buddy of yours, your significant other, because there is evil people out there. So make sure you are very careful when putting out signs. And not only that, but by having the help of somebody, it is much more efficient, and you can get signs put up much faster. Now, the best times to put them up are early Friday morning, and then you have 2 choices. Number 1, you can leave the sign there, knowing that eventually it's going to get picked up. Or number 2, you can go Sunday evening, afternoon to evening, and you can go pick them up so you can reuse them on the weekend. Most cities have cleanup crews, so during the weekdays, they work, so then they take your signs off, and then during the weekends, they're normally off, so then your sign stays longer. So again, if you want to keep recycling your signs, put them out Friday morning and go pick them up Sunday afternoon. If you just want to leave them, just know eventually they're going to get picked up and you're going to lose them. However, for me personally, I just always have left them because sometimes signs will stay out for a few weeks, and the longer they stay there, the more eyes on them, the more calls we get, and the more deals that we have gotten. Guys, do not underestimate the marketing power of Bandit signs. Again, for my buddy Jalen, he put out 25 signs. This is a true story, and he made over $50,000. Now, if you calculate the cost that it took to get those deals, it was literally less than $100, and that's including gas and probably some food that he had. So for 25 signs, he made over $50,000, and that's how he started his real estate wholesaling journey. So do not underestimate the power of signs. As you continue to grow in your real estate business, this is a consistent marketing strategy that you can use every single week. You can start delegating this. You can start paying somebody else to do it. You can pay them anywhere from $1 to $2 a sign and start growing your team that way. But Bandit signs are a very, very good way to get your door into real estate, get people calling you, begin talking to sellers, begin making offers, begin to get properties under contract, and begin making money as a real estate investor. Guys, and that is it for day 9. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, like this video, and again, comment down below on any questions that you have. I'm actually responding to every single comment. You can go in the comment section and see for yourself. I'm responding to every single person. So make sure that you ask any question that you have, as I'm really trying to deliver during these 30 days of wholesaling houses. And again, I want to remind you, we have over 50 plus podcast episodes where we talk about every single aspect of the business. You can find the link in the description and you can check that out on your own time. And also, if you would like to expedite your journey as a real estate investor, real estate wholesaler, now for those following the 30 days of wholesaling, you absolutely do not need to buy the course. However, if you would like to expedite your journey as a real estate investor and get access to the videos starting right now, you can find the link in the description or go directly to learntowholesale.com and check that out. Again, make sure you like this video. It's helping us rank every single day in the algorithm. Comment down below, share this with a few friends. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss a single video this month and for months to come. And without further ado, I will see you tomorrow in day 10. Let's go.